Abusuafo yasa hye bia mechia obia. Of course, once you share say dia na ibidi Ghana ho nkomo na nioma ekoso. Obia ne me na me da was so say okuso a ehwe Dennis TV all the time na unya say wo sell brain ne time no resources ne energy. I don't take it for granted. Na 10 bia no. Open okore na peso hu no kore na why wadwen say obekoso follow. Koso follow channel with Dennis TV na subscribe na like or comment 10 bia ehun hia. Na me da was say 10 bia nso no said him di kan munya daje na o de join me. Na ye dwendwere Ghana ho kafra. Ade ba de na asamba. Say on say yesese aboa bia like say entokwafono wa sorry entokwa fono wa na ato one akeka entokwa efono wa na ato one akeka na ede ba de na ekoso clearly NPP ehun say ombe lose election all these years yatena Ghana what you say atoto aba to we aba ko mo be bakro no Akufo-Addo be bakro no ne nkrofo nyina o mabako na adie bi koso omahu so mbe lose election into no omo pekwan bi so e de sa kwan no mpeso mo fa so no e de di Ghana dwurim abo Ghana kro no medical culture Ghana no ye Supreme Court and the Supreme Court e court and ye wo Ghana what you say omahu say MPP sorry eye Ghana for bibre ni NDC for any war electoral commission enti say Akufo-Addo ene ne bawomi ane ne nkorofo yi omani free anaso mu person mu yi bi free eye electoral commission anaso jemensa bayifo ba no nobody omani ko kire ba bi foforo another branch of the MPP no say muni ma ya wa next Supreme Court ankasa ye the branch of MPP omo branch no enim yebo a anana ye former chairman of that branch say tokonu oba onu nsu ni abadaye onwene oma ho na onhye de nim nyansa chese abadaye minim so oma se tokonu wo mapa e wo so onya abadaye emanipa but bayifo abayifo no muni abadaye ti say EC electoral commissioner jemensa enti no ekwan ya ofo o mopa so na say ekwan bi o mbefa so ama election na ye basa no o ma regi election no eye jemensa Akufo-Addo and then the boss man say o mo dey call another trend o mo dey call o mo change trend you know said e be diverting crofo bibre adwene now Oma was say basa Bawumia pa ne Mahaman contest ya. Bawumia Mahamad ne behwe fom. Fine. Enti eye say you can say abu itefra ahwe I mean so wa na flatter obeda ya. That is it. Enti no time bia no omode omani actually two places omode omanan ACBB so now what Ghanaians must understand is so obi be ye president not say in parliament no business of the day in Kosoma president na mamu eye basa ni bibia ye useless enti omode omani akotire the judiciary say meanwhile you and I believe and know say and you are aware say judiciary now a part of MPP. From Justice Enimiabua ebesi tokonu so the unanimous 11 7 or 9 no omo also who said they are doing the bid omo ye the bid of Akufo-Addo I know there are no two ways about that. Omo yet the bid of Akufo-Addo. Because Justice Anim Yabua, former SC, Supreme Court, judge, you know. Your friend is a Anim Yabua. No, your former branch chairman of the NPP, former Chief Justice. Anna Tukonu enso ye proper MPP or ye Jumama eye Akufo-Addo. Tukonu in my last video can say on baki NDC da onye bibia papa say NDC ye papa ye boni on baki omoda. Ono de oya na adwensa be juma na no bedi no eno no bedi. Now you see in the judiciary your uncrophobia from the Judiciary Election Committee. Edium. From 1992, ebesine. Sa committee suggested, I believe say mumu bi gu okra mo hwe me amun what the committee is all about. And as someone say that, say your Judiciary Election Committee. Edi abase, almost suggested say, parliamentary TME. Because obi be president na parliament no or lesser people and I say the number of nkrofo mo back no and I say the minority at the end of the day you know enyuma and I say no man koso ma sa o man panyin no and I say the poor beba no because parliament no so pass bibia the call so mo be pass na be ye dey. You and I know say krana ye hang parliament no mo the way sit here. Enti the omo ye no say fine. So when to me and reggae presidential na parliamentary also mo reggae. Said ye they can find number of people there. They can find number of people in parliament. Said ye the government's business of the day will be useless. Any other budgets by them pass, then they will render your government useless. It's your man, baby, and fanfa say the judiciary and the conformers. Whereby recently you and I know, say Richard Sky, the Adiako to be seen a young count, but NDC MPD in the Okoye. Not die MP. I didn't need the Okoye. And Nina, and he started say, ya tuagu, ya bar tuagu. Besina said, Yamanoka say, Richard Sky, Diana, yes, it trumu, Akufo-Addo on sign, and as a man sign. A Richard Sky, after your mark is leading on my vehicle, Nedia Yam Frey. Unanimously, no, or motto, a yen of die MPD and a day. Unanimously. And within this same set of judiciary, no, almost some election, Judiciary Election Committee, almost what can I say, suggest BB. Anybody no more suggest. So your MP now call election will lose here. The only time you have to file a petition is 7 days. And yeah, cannot be 5 days because from Monday to Friday, Judiciary near Juma Saturday, Sunday. Did you can say 5 days? Almost you have 7 days to file. To gather all your information, to gather everything, compile it, never file it. Say after the 7 days, no one to media, not just a foolish case. Say same pona ya what days for them so much me filing no. Eko see say. Now before I met to us on again Justice Bafo Bonnie in same huna or cano. You and I also know Justice Bafo Bonnie into Judicial Election Committee no or on the year chairman. On the down. Mam sumini on also judgments at the Supreme Court against NDC all the time. Etienko tia asema woka ne nkwase asema woka. Me hu ne se nkwase asema. Ne ye free wa yanke kan wo mensie ni.
amendments to be made to the legal instruments governing parliamentary election petitions in the country. This proposal targets reducing the number of days spent in adjudicating such cases. Currently, a petitioner has 21 days to file a case on any election out.
CMO says the petitioner be about 21 days to file. Now, ohun say a constitution, a jump say ye amend. Ye amend this our constitution. Near our constitution to 21 days. Kurani kusi saying. One can say 2 weeks in Pun, Kauri Yanka 21 days, and yet 3 weeks no chin. But 7 days, less than a week, because I have 5 days.
Outcome. However, Chairman of the Election Management Committee of the Judiciary Service, His Lordship Justice Paul Bafoboni, said this provision is putting more pressure on the courts and must be repealed or amended.
If this proposal by the Judiciary Service Election Management Committee goes through, it will mean any petitioner going forward in any parliamentary election will have only 7 days from the day of declaration of results to file a case. His Lordship Justice Bafoboni, Chairman of the Judiciary Election Management Committee, says this will save cost and time at the courts.
Jimmy, the all kind answer be save time and cost. Oyare te say ye sika ana ye ditua the reason you answer be save time and cost kwase asem say 21 days ne kura no eno kura no mutimi prolong no na che say the all part no say what was say ma 20 me am file within 7 days na aye bogus aye kwase ade aye useless. 7 days went to me and file. Are you useless? Now you're 2 ne after 7 days no, or within 7 days no, and I was yes I did we will file here. Or part of the thing, how would you gather your information? Yente Ghana and ye did 2 see will be so at the full glare video so or did 2 see will be so what did macho men see will be so undeclared results. I declare. Enya Ghana ho na san kwase judiciary no omoten fa enwan na mo na omo nwini nipa ho no mugu saa bench no so na omo we he omo ehu said to save time and costs ni reason anu no yankoso
we are proposing that law 284 section 26 should be repealed and or amended and then
or see in repeal is our law PNDC law no no a casafa election you know ya amending and as in repeal what's you say ana so hwe ma we obi a wo hwe me a Supreme Court na interpret law. And kwasi asema wo ken at the end of the day mbe won send PP for at the back of parliament monhwe
it may be a new law altogether governing parliamentary elections is procedure is set out completely in a new law. CI 47 provides that appearance shall be filed within 8 days and defense filed within 14 days. So a respondent seeking to delay the process actually has 22 days within which to file a response. This is too long.
In reaction to this proposal, some political...
Yeah, tena Ghana, or say this is too long. More. Cases do send a good mo table so amunti me. And handle ye because of say favor in this city. Yarefo. Wabebe ki kan kwasi asem. Enti say in case omu plan nyina ne say in case say ma ho ba omientimi anwi a yam frustrating mahama parliament. And ye ometimi de omukrofo aba reggae because omo na all power. Omo all the forces. Omo invisible force omo police omo soldier. Omo di nkwasi asem ne chinchim nsa je a any only shake. Yente Ghana na election election ne course 2020 election. And kwasi asem bebre si or parliamentary. And Crawford that's what the parliament is ne. Ye ni o masem. Yen kom mu case Jesse question. Huh? Question de ye kan ye. Oni parliament bisine as we ni ye. O we ni you but nasem yen kan ye ebisine. Ya kan asem abona to go but MPP for the year yen kan ebisine. Omo da so ye members of parliament. Eti omo plans on over. Eti on person mo shifty blame no. Any way the ye mara Supreme Court na aka any na far. Now, come to think of it. Anchor justice system can the only thing you people can say to advise Ghanaians and the politicians and say. Mon make sure say bibia ye free and fair na say ye be ya ye mfa bibia mra ye petition bia mra ye bim mon hwe se mo bedi nokore mon hwe se mo beto aba no ne kwan so mon hwe se mo be ye nia ese said ye be ya petition bia also mo prepare for petitions adwempone e wo sankrofo wetim no because omunim say because only NPP ni bi ye kasa so fa court Opa court, knowing very well, say, and Crawford ya paki or munsama upon bodam for ya paki or magu court or no. That is it. It's almost prepare the minds of the people. Say, a yet denye beba yenim. And more beyond so municipal, they always see can I even though say a recommendation or recommendation suggesting, but a more beyond municipal akawa. Yentien kwasi asem so a peace council. Chairman Rebecca.
Parties are kicking strongly against it.
Maybe a lawyer the Gitamaclo never because of high. Or your lawyer mappa. Or dear Semu Supreme Court or can't Semu Supreme Court. Tiasemo Rebecca.
The 21 days. I firmly believe that the 21 days is what we need. I mean, putting up a very solid petition.
Or see putting up a very solid petition.
Requires and entails a lot of diligent work.
Requires and entails what? A lot of diligent work. So how can you work within the frame of 7 days? It cannot be. What I say? It cannot be. It will be a waste of time and a waste of resource. That one will not be possible. Huh? Or your lawyer? Odiasem. I know your NDC or more your friend is a legal team leader. Or your legal team nibi. Uti asema woka. 21 days no kura ye more but no kura no. And easy. Not to talk of 7 days. Yentie kushini sofo ne sobeka.
You just don't want to put anything there and then use amendment to beef it up. No. If you are going, you are going. If you are not going, you are not going.
7 days is a bit too short if you ask me. Because for those of us who have been doing this thing for a while, yes, people think that it is just easy to put stuff together to contest an election petition, but you should take into consideration this is an election which has been fought and won by a particular candidate, and you want to reverse that decision. 7 days is just too short, in my candid opinion, to be able to file a petition, taking the dynamics and the issues that are involved holistically. 7 days is a bit too short.
Introducing new evidence on appeal is a very tough hurdle. It is only in a minority of cases that it is allowed. But in this law, that can be relaxed a bit, that in election petitions, such fraudulent activities on opponents can be brought even after the 7 days has lapsed.
But the Electoral Commission has assured that the bottlenecks will be addressed. Dr. Bosman Asari is Deputy Director charge of corporate services at the NC.
Yeah, Bosman Asari is Rebecca Kankwasas and Bosman Asari, no, but them Nino. That director of election is Rebecca Kankwasas. So, when it comes to parliamentary, nobody declare. What you say? By presidential, no more announce the results. Anka Justice Bafu Bonnie, Mobet me do Monsake can presidential, and a bomun say no dear. Emra Pampi and a town. To Manjaya, a bedia went to baby on whatever. Bossman so be said that can say the bear, say Supreme Court the bar, and ye yaka will be any BBI.
Of the constituency declares is final. That's why when you have an issue with it, we at the head office cannot even alter it unless you use the legal process. So it's final. Those people have been given the right from the chairperson to conduct the elections in that particular constituency. Once they declare it's final in that constituency, they only announce the presidential results in that constituency. But for the parliamentary,
we know a Tesco president too. Tesco master then no you're almost president. Our university NPP Tescom president. We Tescom leader no. Obi oti will be a NPP ni. Including more bench in so. Tescom president or school. Our NPP.
by law they declare the winner.
Meanwhile, the National Peace Council, which is the
but I'm for Peace Council. Jimmy Omodie and kwase asem ye koso organ o monka biu. Ji said ye bet say o man no. The kurasefo. Tieri ono so be kon yeso for abo clerical Jimmy for.
In this consensus building engagement with the political parties is optimistic the new proposal will mitigate any eventuality from the upcoming election. Dr. Ernest
Edujemfi.
Of the National Peace Council.
And as a Edujemfi na chairman of the Ghana Peace Council.
For every election, they do a publication, and then next publication is coming out in about August. And so they will incorporate most of these things that we have discussed here into that publication and make them available. As they've said, it's free, so anybody can obtain a copy and know what exactly is happening in terms of how election adjudication processes are going.
The time frame for parliamentary petition cases in the proposal by the Judicial Service.
We Madika culture is a proposal keke. Ayari o ma plane, o ma dwene ho. Omodi akufo ado ne ba o mi akokokoam ene Jemensa akokokoam mpeso mu diga na dream, including sa Peace Council chairman we. Edujemfi no. On Ghana for mo. Say yakase bone ewe akufo ado trim. On krono edam ewe akufo ado trim. E na makase yidi aworo. On the person of Ghana for a crown person of the Ghana for Faso. But ye mubini unim, they are smarter than them. It's your mobile we. Now, and Kakra, Krana, NPP, ni kwasi and penny be at the parliament. As a bill, yam pass it. Near Jimmy for Mama support it. Very soon, now by a law. And you know how they can massage things and manipulate things to become a law. They're Ghana for 10 years. You can't with deform to Ghana, and you won't be Ghana, and you will more. Judiciary for Peace Council. Anna Mamma Kekahon. Easy. I'm going to ye with deform to Ghana, or Ghana, bro. A Ghana for. A damn Jimmy a woman to on minute back or say and phobia. Na me can ne women you be 111 bonny woman to number 2 111 a war ne fatal. A war toko no ne nkro for number 2 out bia castle in Yumatia or moment bench in the Supreme Court for on and then me can one number 2 muninaka a womb be woo no be that. Na mesa kasemu ya DC for some money now. Because the EC Electoral Commission eye bibiana na ho ada ho. Omuye bibia na enho da ho. But baby is so omu the first Supreme Court. The interpreters and the interpreters of the law. Interpreters of the law. Ehon omodefa. No matter so was our law we Quran say yenji like in kwasi asem ko ha. Jimbisem. Because you the law baby I call parliament Supreme Court. Omo interpreting in kwasi emu nko jimi emu. Yegyina yet Ghana nimze Ghana se wote akonya so as a speaker on Twaba. Enkwasiafo wetimi hwema Joe Wise ebeto aba. Ocheo osifo ma fomena kurasini sa ono so MP Jimmy fo no. A fomena fo wetimi to aba ma wo kwasie ni mu ni wodufu penti. Canada Japan be catch score dem a wo. Se omra me preside. Obetena akunyam na Joe Wise koto aba. Yes enye constitutional. Ye de ko Supreme Court omo se ultimate ajimi fo wi. Sankrofo e me de hada bia me kan. Eya mo mu remfi se eji bum organ omo wabusuafo yini mo busuafo. Moya nkrofo bi na ebeso. Nkrofo ni mo yini be bia motiu. Eya na omuhu omo se so mo ye demigods so se dan omo ye nyame nketewa bi nti omitimi adi nkwase ade bi omo pe omitimi aka nkwase asemi omo pe enko ba bi enti ko omo ka na favor government dia omo ka enko ba bi a eno the best stande ene be ye adwuma ano mpese omo de Ghana fo idi agoro krofo ya omo adwene say by hook or by crook election no Ombewim NPP Akufo-Addo what let me not generalize it Akufo-Addo ne nkrofo oma madwe say eye dan ombewim to ombefa akoni ase bia so awiem because man hwe ya election we be moja o sorry election we ya eba so Ghana man hwe be moja. Enti peace council kombe kase da bi baby amon fa na hotro no hwe ono so jimie we omo anyankopam frɛ omo omo ko school be ya asofo ne bi ni o we oni ofrɛ one say won so ti adom kapre e bi ni ne so adom ketua say bi ni ne so nti onim nyansa onye obi a hu konkro fa ne mu kasa onim obi a onye obi a Holy Spirit man knowledge e man de kasa nti obetimi aka jimisem enti such people no omo nyina eni tema oti ase omo nyina eni tema because hu papa bia ntini mu e man kasa hu papa say ba ku say eni ni mu ebe mana kasa etu oba no obe spew nkwase asem saa na okore baby obi antime nya na hwe jimifo se ne no mote Ghana nkwasiafo omo nwini nipa baako omo nwini nipa ho sei ene no mote Ghana obusua adwene omo fani bone omo ba bidini bone oti ase omo ba bedini na ye beka kura ma yini ye Ghana for yate no ma se Supreme Court for obi ama ya ade ama ho ada obi anim se mo ye criminal obi amu se mo ya kromfo mo ye awudifo a che se bone wo mutim ya kromfo mo former leader ne so okoje $1 million ye hu ba bi e fa sa na mo so mo gigi bia mo sisi wo tokonu nyam betua wo ka ate oba baifo kurasini Nankopo betua oka ICGC na wo no ye disgrace ma ICGC na o tabe okro he so no so hwa ni ma kingdom o say National Geographic no hwe wo say den o tabe ti we yini mo ma mo a tobacco company excuse me it was Zimbabwe as mo ya sofu mate na ko ta be kro ntimi bo kro no ntimi bo Ghana kro no ne bank ntimi bo Ghana kro no se sa asem ne kosi sai o ta be case ne kosi sai kro no bo Ghana so fo bo Ghana kro no o na to ko no kwa sorry o prichi o enti ida si be yisu je mensa Supreme Court ne dia Ghana fuku omokika nkwase asem say P council for team chiwe omontena say enka chem say de mo ye no true e chire no enye papa ti munhwe ne yi no omo no ka say oh ehu hia Jimmy Fo say ni di Ghana so Jimmy Fo we nyina tete Ghana ne nkwase asem ko a no mudi nkwase asem ko a ti adwem boni omofa no either se ba omia be wini anase be frustrate Mahama our parliament na aba ne yetro ka na Ghana for condemn in a big time because omoye danye o se ba omia ba because akufo do nya na adwo be fra ba nwa no so nya na adwo be fra konya so oni ho kra na wo so ye shadow president na adwene no enkrofo bebre nimse enkrofo bebre enimse ombekodi nanka hobsi na doya astarte akoma tears ni so astarte kasa osi ya enkrofo bia no mom 50 Ghana se so yi unhu dan o mesisi a ebe shock hobsi na doya yesese bomochichie efri nso ase beka chiro se de nchema wo yenje na chi beboa odni wo mo na ne di sankwase yade no say na okodi ala na chi no on said all this while you see and no say Ghana for who say cause na do ye kan o bibia this is what enkrofo mo tia ben mu no omoye a obianka all this while those years na hope na do ye defending kwase asem wi but say was so be expose wo obey expose what's it obey expose wo a wo kire ye se kro no ankrofo bodi sika ankrofo wia waban wi mu ne yes kaketwa boni omudi whereby which ono hosi adoye ne ya aware omudi and nobody's abeye ankrofo bi o Ghana titri omudiska nanka yuje na hen yire are yante yuje na hen ware hwe na ne siutehye no say ni dan do sing according to Nigere and a wakra ho e wo Ghana ho just 7 years we na mo nyinya accident no wu ma crash sa no wu because Ghana for life na mo didi agro akromfo na bi mo ne sa boys abre ayi National Lotteries boys are brave bodem ni no ono no mo adwuma be na mo ye anka gabi betimi enyeska e de abie asase radio okofa na we asante bedi atuo mu nyina mo ka tintutu ni ye pia wo mo se utimi koto latest cars utimi to me back we Ghana ni uto we offer what's it Emma Kufado bet me be a restaurant of about $6 million. 6 million. Hey, unim skakro. Just restaurant. Huh? Ni papa me president na untimi omunika pre. Yenim kura ni nyanta chima yehui. Say Kufado de aka, no de ka. Because what Tony papa japadi nyina, what Tony papa japadi nyina. To nibi ono no ye kohwini ansa na obaye yi o ye wie mama na baye abedi Ghana for so ye kohwini otonton no ma wo ye kromfo before akromfo ni awudifo ni di yeso Akronfo ene awudifo ene di Ghana for so. Ane yetetimu abedru saa berewi. Ye nyankrofo mu bekasa ma Ghana. Ate. Mutimi fly weekend ko bua shawo na maba. Ko UK ko club ba esamba. Ne mudi kan ma dikan na makohia wo mo. Ko bomu hwem. Siafo. Jimifo na mugu Ghana na nkwase ade nkwase sem ko jimi sem ko a mesese Ghana fo anhwe ya election we no 2020 de ni so omum bi vuo election we no 2020 de ni so NDC for form 9C or no mum nimbre because that is the only party you know new force for now when the omum yenwe Oman shege no mabe form asemo de munya ma adwe se akufado abon no matro kan nti no obegye mu easy se mate de Brian Champon kan jimifo no Brian Champon se mate de o kan nya Brian Champon kon lokomi mate de o kan o se omunje mu to omunye determined to do anything. For one says, we are watchman, a ruling party man. We are better than the chairman of an opposition party. For kind. In so many of my dreams will be JBBM. Ugusu Asham now will subscribe and I will share, now will like it, now will comment it. Say, baby, your mother fanon. Say Ghana form for many judiciary mu be din sem bone mu be din sem fun enya nwanwa before election ye onkrofo bi wo ho a omo ho ahomete omo peg MP adi am NDC omo ye stronger mo anhwe ya ye de no me before mu Supreme Court betimi akire bi se untimi stande ebi nso mo ahwe be jeli mo cause your nkrofo mo meka kofa old cases bi aba but some mo hwe boni e wo san nkrofo we tiri mo peso mo di Ghana ewu no Ghana fo ni Ghana fo nya hu ye awudifo seat wo mam awudifo omo nyini nipa ho ba kokora ete wo mam mo pese omo reggae election mo hwia abemu because omo can hwie mu dada since 2016 omo started hwie abemu 2016 mo hwie mu and 2020 mo hwie mu how many declare go for president how I also ye de je mensa be gina adaka mu ne yebusa no ye interrogate no because we tini declare about ti jemensa ba yifo no megina daka mu ye ntoto na no chachu ntoto na no mo se da bi da mo ntwe because mo ni se so begina daka mu na nim begu ase chachu begu nanim ase ama dia boni amofa ye boni amo plan ye na nya adwuma awudi sama mo plan ye ni kro no amo ye semebo you know oman no se mo ma jemensa begina ho a ene ye mo plans na ye kwa kafra. Yes. When you say mon plans am afanyina adwem bone de man hye kokwa ma planning nyina mo ne yakufo ado planning nyina no se jemensa bi gina da kemu pe ayeka because mudi kan assure chachu say mo be ma jemensa kwan ye busa no question afedi ye den e ba de necessary ye akohwifo akromfo bafo bone no de ono so criminal bi anche no criminal bi anche sa bafo bone no kwasi asem na moti Ghana na mudi chimisem ne abayisem ne apodamsem na moti o manimu ana mudi na mumbu obia wo manimu mumfo obia ho Ghana de aba no me say o hwe me adi koso subscribe share na like it and some ye bi wo ye de bebre beba me say afi we ye be mark mo boot for boot ate o like no hu hia me pa o subscription ne o comment hu hia me pa onyame nko bia ho na onhyira mo na nyame ntua Ghana fo mo bone wo mu tirim a ombeso mu di o man na wu nyame ntua mo ka manti yemen enti ebe san hye busuafo